in between their teeth to help their little babies hatch. Alright guys, we're at a different ecosystem called the savannah. The savannah is home to Africa's most famous animals, such as an elephant or a giraffe, even a lion. I see some down there already. But look to your right, you're going to see an odd-looking tree. It's called a baobab tree, also known as an upside-down tree because it appears upside down, as you can see. It goes leafless about 9 months out of the year. That helps it conserve water, which gives its other name, the tree of life. Ooh, words are hard. Alright, let's see. I see a bunch of giraffes down here, guys. These are Maasai giraffes. Giraffes are the tallest land animal. They can reach 18 to 20 feet in length. A giraffe calf can be 6 feet at birth. Giraffe calves can also start walking within the first hour of life. Giraffes only sleep about 30 minutes a day, usually standing or sitting. Never lying down, that's actually way too dangerous. Now, giraffes have the biggest heart. I'm serious, it's 25 pounds. They also have 4 stomachs, and a tongue long enough to lick their own eyeballs. Their pattern is unique to each giraffe, kind of like our fingerprints. Oh, look, African wild dogs. They're also known as painted dogs. Make sure everyone remains seated for us, please. Their coat is how they tell each other apart because it's different, kind of like the giraffe. They're actually the most successful hunter in Africa, far exceeding big cats. This comes from their ability to hunt down their prey in packs and pursue their prey until their prey drops from exhaustion. Kinda wild. Look at the grass over here. Those antelope are called sable antelope. They're the official emblem of the Gombe Wildlife Reserve. Look at how their horns face backwards just like that. That's to help deter lions from jumping on their back. They can also use them to spar with other males when fighting for a female. Now look at these gross, kind of weird rock formations coming out of the ground. These are actually termite mounds. Yeah, they're made of soil, dung, and saliva. Hard as concrete. Elephants like to use them as scratching posts. Alright, we're about to get a very, very close view of these Maasai giraffes up here.
That is one ugly tongue.
Giraffes have a very powerful kick, so adults are very rarely attacked. They can run long distances at about, or walk I should say, at about 10 miles an hour, thanks to their long legs, or they can run at shorter distances at about 35 miles an hour. Oh, look at this! These are Patterson's eland, guys. These are 2 babies. They get to be much, much larger because they are one of the largest antelopes. About 50% of them live on protected land. Both genders have beautiful spiral horns, as we just saw. They're going to be about much more longer than we just saw on those babies. There's a whole herd of white-bearded wildebeest over here. They have the largest, most densely packed herd of land mammals than any other animal besides humans. Their name means wild beast in Afrikaans. And they're known as Nu, GNU, from referring to the low grunting sound they make. Now look behind them, look at those tiny antelope. Those are called springbok. They're among the 10 fastest land animals. They can reach 50 to 60 miles an hour. They can spring 6 feet in the air repeatedly when they're frightened, or they can spring 13 feet in the air moving forward. Look on top of the hill. See those massive horns? Those are Ankoli cattle up there. They're the only domesticated animal on the reserve, also known as Watusi cattle, named after the people in Africa who domesticated them. Their massive horns act as a cooling system for their body. Blood flows through the horns. Excess heat is dispersed out of the body. and could grow to be about 3 to 4 feet in length. Here's another giraffe. Now those two growths coming out of their head are actually bone covered in skin. I see an African elephant up here. It's safe to assume that could be a male because he's alone. Females live together with their young. And look over here, look on the rock to the left. That is a mandrill. Mandrills are the largest monkey. Adults can be 100 pounds. They have this beautiful blue coloration on their face. It actually gets brighter as they get more excited. Oh, it looks like this road's closed. Good view of that elephant, though. Normally I head that way to go find a bigger herd of elephants, but looks like we're gonna have to take a little bit of a detour. Let's go find some more elephants. Now, folks, I've never really gone this way before. Let's hope there's nothing too dangerous, like this really old-looking bridge. I don't know, guys. Should we do it? Should we go over it? Do you want to see more elephants? No? Alright. Let's do it. Okay. Let's take it poly-poly. Poly-poly means very slowly. Alright, we made it. This is a good sign that we might find the herd. Looks like we've come across some red clay pits. You can even see the elephant's tusk marks and feet marks in the clay right here. Elephants like to eat red clay. It's a great source of minerals in their diet. There's one. Let's see if we can get a better look on the other side. Now, elephants can reduce their body temperature by flapping their ears. It actually reduces their temperature by about 15 degrees. They also have very sensitive skin. So sometimes they like to throw sand on their back, and it acts as a great source of sunscreen. Oh, there's a bunch of them out here. Look at the baby, too! Let's get a better look on this side. There she is. By her size, we can tell she's maybe a little over a year old. Now, elephants are poached for their ivory tusks. People in Africa like to make them into weapons or jewelry. They're also facing habitat loss. This is because they live near this metallic ore called coltan. Coltan is inside of all of our electronic devices, including cell phones and laptop computers. Looks like that one's nursing over there. But yeah, guys, if you start recycling your old electronic devices, you will be helping elephants and mandrills. Elephants also have the longest gestation period. A female can be pregnant for almost 2 years. Oh, look at these greater flamingos over here. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance, so this is a flamboyance of flamingos. Greater flamingos are the tallest and lightest pink of all the flamingos. They get their light pink color from the shrimp in their diet. When they're born, they're about grayish, whitish. I see a couple of them over there. They don't get their light pink color until they're a little bit older. Now This is our warden's post used to help stop poachers. Looks like they've confiscated some of their illegal items, such as rhino horns and elephant tusks. Hundreds of thousands of rhinos and elephants have lost their lives due to poaching, unfortunately. Now look at these two antelope over here. These are called bontabak. They're related to the wildebeest. A reserve just like this is one of the only places left to see them. In the 20th century, there's only 20 of them left in the wild. But thanks to local African farmers, they saw their numbers declining. So now they're helping protect them on their farms in Africa. Oh, there's a cheetah on top of the hill. Look to your left. Cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They can reach 60 miles an hour in 3 seconds. They have non-retractable claws, so they can get a grip while they're running. They also have black tear marks next to their eyes. That helps reflect the sun away from their eyes. There's 2 more up here. He's got his leg propped up on one of them. While they're built for speed, they're not built for power. They can easily be chased away by a lion or a hyena. And they're the only large cat that can purr. They do not roar.
Yeah. Doing a hokey.
Now this rock formation up here is called a kopie. This is a good sign that we might see lions. Lions like to hang out on top of a kopie. It gives them a great lookout into the savannah to spot their prey. Lions are inactive about 16 to 20 hours a day. Oh, look at these white rhinos over here. White rhinos don't get their name because they're white. They're actually gray, just like a black rhino. Their name comes from the Afrikaans word weit, which means wide, not white. It's referring to their broad mouth. Also, look right here. There's an ostrich. And you can see the 2 female lions on top of the kopie over there sleeping. Now, during the day, lions have the same exact eyesight as humans, but at night, their eyesight is 6 times greater than a human's. I see the male lion as well. Aw, they're cuddling. Look at that. And the Swahili word for lion is Simba. You can tell how old a male lion is by the color of its mane. The darker the mane, the older he is. Females do the hunting. Males like to spend their time guarding their land and their cubs. Oh, there's a bunch of warthogs over here. Look at this. Warthogs are the largest burrowing animal. They're related to the domestic pig. Warthogs create their own burrows using their snout, their tusk, or their feet, or they can borrow a burrow from a different animal. I see some more ostriches up here. Ostriches are the largest bird, and they're flightless. They only use their wings to help steer them when they run. I also see some of their eggs right here. Ostriches have the largest bird egg. They're actually so strong that a grown man can stand on one and it will not break.
They're not real eggs.
We're in a little place called the Magadi Glen. Oh, look at these 2 birds right here. These are yellow-billed storks.
Yeah.
They like to eat small animals, such as frogs, fish, or other small birds. They're actually so lazy. In fact, they like to stay near crocodiles and hippos and eat the little animals that they stir up in the mud. So they don't even have to do any work. Well guys, looks like we've reached the end of our safari. I really hope you enjoyed your time here on Harambe Wildlife Reserve. I hope you spotted some of your favorite animals out there. Come back later and see us. No safari is ever the same. The animals make sure of it. And if you would like to help some of the beautiful animals we saw today, I recommend donating to the Disney Conservation Fund. 100% of the proceeds go straight to the animals we saw today to help them in their natural habitats. Every dollar you donate, Disney's going to match it, 100%. And if you'd like some more up-close and personal animal encounters, I recommend the Gorilla Falls Trail here in Harambe. You get to see some gorillas, some meerkats, maybe even other cool animals.